My dear, I was wrong about you, but every scar you left taught me how to bleed and heal. I believed your promises like sacred hymns, only to find they were hollow echoes of truth. You wore lies like a second skin, and I loved the person I imagined beneath it. I worshipped shadows where you cast only darkness, mistaking absence for love's presence. The mirror you held reflected not me, but the ghost of who I hoped you'd be. I was a prisoner of your illusion, and freedom only came when the chains broke. Your truth was a maze. I wandered blindfolded, searching for light that never came. I thought you were a storm to weather, not a wildfire that consumed everything. I chased your love like a fading star, never seeing it burned me instead. I built castles on sand while you watched them drown in the tide of your silence. Your smile was a mask, and I applauded the performance that hid your empty eyes. I was wrong about you. The soul I loved was a stranger to mine. I mistook your absence for freedom, not realizing it was the heaviest kind of chain. You taught me love's darkest lesson. Sometimes the deepest pain is knowing you were fooled. I gave you my all, only to find you were already lost to someone else. My heart believed in a story you never intended to finish writing. You were the answer I prayed for, but the question I never should have asked. I was wrong about you, but I'm not wrong for loving what you never gave. I chased your ghost, forgetting the living pain you caused me in return. You whispered promises like prayers, but shattered faith with every broken word. I thought you were my home. You were just a storm passing through. I was a fool, wearing hope like armor against the truth you hid. You were a lesson cloaked in heartbreak, and I'm still learning how to forgive myself. I believed your lies because I was desperate to believe in us. The person you showed me was a mask. Underneath, a stranger I never met. I was wrong about you, but I'm right to walk away from what never was. Your love was a desert, and I drank from it, thirsting for something that died. I thought you were my forever. You were just a fleeting shadow in my story. I gave you trust as a gift, and you returned it broken and forgotten. You played with my heart like it was a game. I was the only one losing. I was wrong about you, but right to feel every ache you left behind. You promised the moon, but gave me only darkness to hold. I was blinded by love, unable to see the cracks beneath your smile. You weren't the soulmate I believed, just a lesson in disguise. I was wrong about you, and sometimes the hardest truth is the one inside. I gave you the key, not knowing you'd lock me out of my own heart. Your silence was louder than any truth you ever spoke to me. I loved the idea of you more than the reality you showed. I was wrong about you, but that mistake birthed my awakening. You were a poem I misread, every line twisted with betrayal. I believed in your love like it was my salvation. It was my undoing. You broke me to build someone new, but I'm still learning how to heal. I was wrong about you, yet every wound has carved my strength. You left footprints on my soul, but they led nowhere I could follow. I trusted your words, but actions whispered a different story. I was wrong about you, but right to grieve what never truly existed. You were a flame that burned bright, then left ashes in my hands. I was wrong about you. The heart I gave was never your home. I saw forever in your eyes. You saw only moments to borrow. You were my lesson in disguise. Wrapped in a heartbreak I still feel. I was wrong about you, but right to honor the pain you caused. Your love was a mask, and I loved the face I never really knew. I was wrong about you, but never about the love I felt. You were a story I told myself, not the truth I deserved. I was wrong about you, and I'm learning to love the scars you left. You were a riddle I couldn't solve, and the answer was always pain. I believed in us like it was a prayer. You answered with silence. I was wrong about you, but right to walk away with my soul intact. You were the wound that taught me how to heal my own heart. I loved a stranger, mistaking the mask for your true face. I was wrong about you, but my heart was never a lie. Your love was a lesson in disguise, cruel but necessary. I was wrong about you, but not about the dreams I had. You were a ghost I chased, but the living hurt was all I kept. I trusted you with my soul, and you gave me only shadows. I was wrong about you, but right to forgive myself for it. Your love was a puzzle, missing its final piece. I never fit. I was wrong about you, but every tear was a seed of my strength. You were a promise broken, a prayer unanswered in the dark. I believed your love was endless, but you gave me only moments. I was wrong about you, but right to let go before it killed me. You were the silence I couldn't hear until it screamed in my heart. I loved what I wished you to be, not what you actually were. I was wrong about you, but right to love the lessons you left. Your absence spoke louder than your words ever could. I was wrong about you, but I'm right to choose my peace now. You were the fire I couldn't hold without burning. I was wrong about you, but never about the love I gave. You showed me darkness, and I found my own light in the ashes. If this touched your soul, Don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. I was wrong about you, but I'm grateful for the clarity you brought. You were a shadow I chased in the daylight, fading with every step. I believed in you too much and lost myself in the process. I was wrong about you, but right to heal beyond your absence. Your love was a question I couldn't answer, only feel. I was wrong about you, but right to keep my heart open still. You taught me that love isn't always what it seems to be. I was wrong about you, but not about the courage it took to leave. You were a storm I thought I could weather. You were the flood that broke me. I loved what you promised, not what you delivered. I was wrong about you, but right to trust my own truth now. Your lies were a darkness I needed to see before I could find light. I was wrong about you, but right to choose myself over your shadow. You were a lesson I had to learn through heartbreak and silence. I was wrong about you, but right to hold on to my healing. Your love was a mask hiding the truth I couldn't see. I was wrong about you, but right to find peace beyond your memory. You were the pain I needed to become whole again. I was wrong about you, but right to love myself harder after. I believed in you until I had no choice but to believe in me. I was wrong about you, but right to find my voice after the silence you left. You were a mirage, and I drank hope like water in a desert. I was wrong about you. Love's cruelest trick was believing in your lies. You were the heartbreak I needed to grow beyond the pain. I was wrong about you, but every tear cleansed what I thought was love. You promised forever and left me holding fragments of broken time. I was wrong about you, but right to choose peace over your chaos. Your love was a mask hiding a stranger I never knew existed. I was wrong about you, but the truth freed my soul to heal. You taught me how to love and how to let go painfully. I was wrong about you, still my heart beats stronger for the lesson. You were a shadow I chased, only to find my own light. I was wrong about you, but right to protect my heart next time. You were a story I told myself. The ending was never ours. I was wrong about you, but right to rise from the ashes you left. Your silence screamed the truth. I refused to hear until it broke me. I was wrong about you, but now I see the love I deserve. You were a dream that turned into a lesson I needed to learn. I was wrong about you, but right to treasure the strength you forged in me. Your promises were paper boats that sank beneath the waves of your lies. I was wrong about you, but my soul remembers what my mind forgot. You were a mirror, reflecting only the parts I wanted to see. I was wrong about you, but right to walk away before I lost myself. You loved me like a secret, and I was your silent confession. I was wrong about you, but right to let the pain be my teacher. Your love was a flicker I chased in a room full of shadows. I was wrong about you, but the scars you left became my strength. You were a ghost haunting a heart too alive to forget. I was wrong about you, but right to hold on to my dignity through it all. Your lies were a language I learned to translate into freedom. I was wrong about you, but right to believe in love again someday. You were a storm I braved, only to find calm inside the wreckage. I was wrong about you, but right to choose hope over regret. Your absence was a wound I healed with the balm of self-love. I was wrong about you, but right to see the truth before it broke me. You were a book I misread, every page drenched in bittersweet pain. I was wrong about you, but right to rebuild the pieces you shattered. Your love was a whisper drowned by the roar of your silence. I was wrong about you, but my heart still believes in miracles. You taught me that not all love stories end with happily ever after. I was wrong about you, but right to rise beyond the ashes of us. Your promises were seeds that never blossomed, yet I grew from the soil. I was wrong about you, but right to cherish the lessons in your absence. You were a shadow I clung to, afraid of the light inside me. I was wrong about you, but right to surrender the love you never returned. Your love was a riddle I could never solve, only accept and release. I was wrong about you, but my soul is wiser because of it.